Good morning, my beautiful crafty friends. I'm Debbie from Debbie's Bright Ideas, guys, and I am so happy to be here. Happy, beautiful Wednesday, my friends. If you happen to be scrolling through Facebook and see that red box right above my head, that means I'm live. Come on in, come hang out with me for a little bit. Let's start a cute, fun craft. If you happen to catch this later, hashtag replay, let me know you're there. I always do greatly appreciate that. Let's get the camera down. Okay, guys, I want to create something cute and fun for you guys today. It's going to be a few parts just because I have to get back to work. I just took a little break to jump on here really quick. I'm going to jump in on the craft. I'm going to be using some of this. Let me get these styrofoams over here. I'm going to be using some of this grass green here because we're going to make a cute little Christmas wreath. And this little Christmas wreath is going to be, I just came in here and just put everything everywhere. I didn't even get my other device started, but let me get my other device started here. Let's get it going. How's everybody doing today? I hope you all are having an amazing day. If you happen to see this later, hello, how are you? You're amazing. Let's see, where are we? By myself. Guys, it's been about a week that I haven't been on. I think maybe even a little longer. Oh, hold on, we can't go live there, right? Because, wrong. OM to the G right now. Let me get my other device. Where are we going? Where are we going with this? Okay. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to be using this grass green here. I'm going to use this cookie cutter. We're going to also be using this mold. I don't know. My head's cut off a little bit here. This holly mold. I'm not quite sure where I got this from, guys, but if you can get one, I'm sure check Amazon, check Etsy, check somewhere. You definitely need to have a holly leaf mold in your arsenal because it is Christmas crafting time and we're going to be doing a lot of, using a lot of the holly leaves here. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to go ahead and use our grass green here, and these are the sample bags. I'm trying my best to use up all of the fluffy soft just because I'm only going to carry it in the large bag, so might as well just start using it all for this creating. But here we go. Okay, I'm just rolling this out on my tabletop here, right? We're just rolling it out. I just took what we had there. And we're going to be using cookie cutters, so you're going to be okay. You can use this, make this in whatever thickness you want. We're just going to roll it out a little bit just to make sure that we get this cookie cutter width. Okay, and this is a cookie cutter we're using, just a regular round. Hi, Morticia. Good morning. Welcome, my friend. Okay, so we'll just put this little excess up here. Okay, we have that. We're just going to have a simple round cutout, right? Now, I'm just going to roll this out a little bit. Just give me a little stretch here. We're going to take a smaller round, right, and cut out the middle. Right, kind of make like a kind of donut, but we're going to be working on a little wreath here. And this is going to be it's going to be part of a whole, part of a whole decor. It's part of the whole decor that I want to make. It's actually going to be a Gingy sitting on a macaron, but a peppermint macaron. So it's going to go in a few steps. So you guys here, I have a ring cut out, right? And I'm not too worried about anything like any bumps, bruises on the ring because we're going to be covering it up with our holly leaves. I have this cute holly mold here that's amazing. It's got 3 sizes. I'm going to spray that with some baby oil and make a few leaves for you here today really quickly. How are you, my friend? I hope you're well. I didn't even announce I was coming on. I actually didn't even think I was going to be able to break away from work, but I got a good kickstart on payroll. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take a pause. I'm going to take a break and go do something fun because I am having FOMO, crafting FOMO, live FOMO. So I'm still super excited to come on and do this for you guys. This is going to be like maybe a 2 or 3 part series craft. So, that way you guys can go back and hashtag replay. Hi, Kim. Hi, Carol. Hi, Trina. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Lauren. Good morning. Good morning, beautifuls. You're making a large wreath for your daughter, Morticia? Oh, how fun. You need to post the pictures. I can't wait to see it. I'm back. Thank you, my Facebook baby Lord. I'm back. I am back. I've been off. I was enjoying, time in Dallas. So you guys can see where I put that in there. It was an amazing Halloween time. I got to go see my grandson's football game. He did amazing. They won. It just was, I got to travel with my two, my youngest daughter and Macy. So we had a blast. It was so much fun. Got to go stay at my daughter and my son-in-law's home, spend time with my grandbabies. Guys, it was a blast. Okay, so I'm just going to make a few. You guys can see, right? Isn't that gorgeous? Just beautiful, right? Beautiful holly. Hi, Sugar Snob Designs. Hi, Miss Shannon. Hi, Hazel. Good morning, friends. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, sweet friends. I have missed you all so much. I've missed you all so much, guys. How are you, Miss Carol? How you doing, girl? So we're just working on a little wreath, right? And this is going to be part of our little decoration here that we're going to make. Our Gingy girl is going to be holding this little wreath in her hand. So we're starting with our little wreath first, okay? So there we go. We have another one there. So with TV Magic, right? I did get in here last night, and I got in here and made a whole bunch of the little leaves. So now we're going to go ahead and just start attaching to this ring that I cut out here. Okay, just really cute. And you can make these in all sizes, right? You can make this in bigger rings. If you have an amazing I'm going to smear my glue around, a holly leaf. I want a larger holly leaf mold. That's what I'm after. So I definitely need to be out on the lookout. Hi, Lollipops and Polka Dots, Miss Teresa. Hi, Mary. Good morning, ladies. So we're just layering, right? I'm just layering my leaves. Just keeping them all in the same direction. Getting our we're making a cute little wreath for our little Gingy girl to hold. I'm going to be using also, my friends, if you want to create this craft later, hopefully this inspires you. I'm going to be using the styrofoams from Hobby Lobby. So these are exactly the two that they have there in the Christmas area, 50% off. So we're going to be using those today as well. We're going to get started on those. I'm going to do build up and try my best to get a good kickstart. I'm hoping I can come in here tonight when I get off of work and finish her up for you guys. Okay, so we have our fresh little one here. We'll just put that one there. And you guys can see how quick it starts taking its shape, right? Our cute little wreath. Really cute and fun. See that? And then if you feel like you just want to slide them around, move them around, or if you feel like you have empty gaps, all you have to do is just take another little leaf, right? Just snip it in half and kind of just stuff it in between or in those areas where you feel like you need a little something, right? I'm going to put a bow up here. I'm going to be using my bowl mold that I got from Our Unique Touch, Miss Lauren. That's my absolute favorite one. I do want a larger one. So in this bowl mold, this is my number one, and I definitely want to get a larger one of these. Hi, Carol. Good morning. Good morning, beautiful ladies. Okay, so let's put our little leaves over there. You guys saw that, right? Gorgeous. See, that was quick and fast, right? So you can make these of all sizes. Imagine, right? Okay, so let's keep rocking and rolling. I'm going to be using some red that, here we go. I'm going to be making the bow. I have trouble saying that word. Bowl, like to eat with, and bowl, like hair bowl. Like, so happy you all are here. So we're just going to make a quick little bowl for our wreath. And we're going to be using red. Okay, so let's get it going. I need to also make some little bitty berries. This mold is really cute because it has like the little berries already built in it. But I just want to add some cute little red ones for, extra color. And because berries, well, they're in all colors, but I like them in the red. How's everyone doing, guys? How are we doing? I miss y'all. Oh, I miss y'all, guys. I really have missed y'all. Even my daughter. My daughter called me yesterday and she's like, Mom, what's going on, Mom? You have not been on a live. I said, I know. And you start feeling kind of like you lose like your mojo a little bit, right? When you're off too long or you haven't come in your craft room. Guys, I hadn't stepped in the craft room at all. Or you haven't come in your craft room in a while. You start feeling like, like almost like a little funk, right? Like you're like, I lost my little mojo and I'm just like, I did everything I needed to do. She goes, well, you need to get in there tonight. See, we have this cute mole. Oh my God. Isn't that just the best little bow? And it's this little bow. I don't know if Lauren has these in her, if she's selling these right now. But guys, this is the best one ever. I wish I had a large one. I want a big one like this. This is, for me, the best one that I have of all my molds. So we just add that on there like that. Voila. Ta-da. Cute. Right? So, you start feeling like you're, hi, Gloria. Hi, Maureen. I love it, Lauren. It's my favorite one. I'm telling you, Lauren. Like, for real, for real. And I want a big one. So if you can find me one, please get on the hunt because I need it. I'm just going to make little berries, right? And just attach them in here. Just little bitty tiny balls of red. Just, you can make a larger one, a medium-sized one, and a smaller one, right? For the 3. You can do 2 groups of 3 and even 1 when you're adding them on these cute little wreaths. Just super fun. Just for extra color. It just brings it out even more. Hi, Julie. Good morning. But yeah, you start feeling like, I started feeling like I'm losing my mojo, man. I'm like, I need to get out here. I need to craft. I'm like, not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I see everyone decorating. I see everyone crafting. I got trees up that have no lights. Like, they made it out of the box, but they didn't make it any further than that. Like, I have boxes of ornaments sitting everywhere. I just haven't been feeling it. Maybe because I'm tired. Plus, I did, little stuff going on here. Hi, Tina. You're making a red bow too, Maureen? Yay. Morticia's making a wreath. You're making a bow. It's a bowy kind of time, right? Everybody get bowing. Yeah, I'm back, guys. I'm back and I'm ready to get on here. And I think I'm going to try my best to get on here like every day. Every day until I can get this out of my system. It's funny when you put the creative juices on pause. It's like, watch it, because then it's hard to get them back. Sometimes, for some. That's just me. This is just the way I'm feeling. You're just, for the office, you're heading to the office or you're crafting for the office? I saw what you did with all your cute turkeys. You decorated that room so nice. So there we go, right? Just look at that. Simple dimple, and it's just so cute. So our Gingy girl, and I made one last night. Right? Because I wanted to make sure. And her wreath is already dry. So I came in here, like I said, this is what lit up the mojo again. So I'm going to be making her on the live today. And she's going to be holding this cute little wreath like this, right? So, and this is made out of the styrofoam. So this is what we're going to be working on. Okay. So, and she's still fresh and wet because I got in here and I watched the Leon Morgan special because I love her and she cracks me up so much. And I was able to start and finish this during her whole live special. As soon as she finished, I wrapped her up. So we're going to be working on her, right? Look at her head piece. I get chulala, girl. She's pretty. She has a headband and everything. And this is what her little wreath is for. Okay, so, and she's going to be sitting on a cute peppermint macaron. So this is our little project. So if you want to get inspired, get your supplies together. And it basically is cookie dough, white, a little black. This actually is red that I added white to and kind of toned it down to create that softer color there, and then the red. So red, white, cookie dough, and a little bit of black is basically all you need, and green. So if you feel inspired to want to make this cutie, you can see I trimmed out her little feet there. and things like that at little clay buttons. She's made out of clay and styrofoam. Okay, so this is our project. She's going to be holding her wreath like this. She's going to be cute as can be, sitting on a peppermint macaron. Okay, so here we go. So now the next step to building this little gal up. Okay, these are our two pieces here. Hi, Jessica. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, guys. You know what? I'll put her right here so you guys can see her, right? You guys can visit with her. You guys can visit with her wreath. There it is right there. Okay. So these are the two pieces that we used. You're definitely going to have some old clay or colors you don't use for buildup. I did use half a cup of clay for buildup on her body. Now let's go ahead and do that. So with her body, I just went ahead and snipped off this tip, right? Because I don't need that point. Just cut that off. Boom, done. I have old clay here, like this old cookie. I mixed this cookie dough. This actually, I think, was coffee brown and white that I had made on a live. And we're going to use that. We're going to use some of this old yellow. This is just for buildup because you won't even see this, right? Because we're going to cover it. We're going to cover it with our colors. So let's get it going. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I had fun making her last night. I'm telling you, I was watching Leanne Morgan, guys. She is a hoot. She has her little bow in the back. She's got all her little polka dotted outfit. And she's got holly on the thing on her headpiece here. So we will be using more holly for that if you aren't, like I said, inspired to make this cutie patootie. Okay. So don't even care about mixing this up because I'm going to cover my form with it. This is a half a cup, and this is just for buildup. All right, here we go. Let's roll it out a little. Like I said, not too much, just enough to cover my form right here. And this clay is pretty sticky, so it wants to stick really nicely, so I don't even have to worry about adding any tacky glue, right? Because it just wants to do its thing. It wants to do its thing. So basically, I'm just covering. I don't want to remove any of that clay at all. I completely want to cover my form up in this half a cup of clay. Thank you, guys. Hi, Andrea. Good morning. Should I put her? I mean, if I put her up here, she'll cover up what I'm doing, right? So, right, and just like that. And this is how you get that fuller body, right? Just half a cup. Easy. I did use cream on her body, the cream color, but you can use white with a smidge of red, blend it up really good, and you'll come up with a really close color to that. I did use cream. I use cream from the shop, my friends, and all these colors you can find in the shop. Cookie dough is back, black is back, green is black, red is black. We are getting the shop reloaded again. So if you guys are looking for any of the supplies, the shop at Debbie's Bright Ideas at Etsy.com does have the supplies. All of these colors are available. And I do have free shipping off the purchase of $50 if you are interested. Hi, MJ. Good morning. Beautiful. Okay, so this is the cream that we're going to be using. And let's go ahead and work half a cup. It's not going to take all of it because I'm going to roll it out and just cover this form. Okay, so half a cup. Keep this here because we're going to have excess. Condition. I should have timed myself to see how far I can get on this. So I got to go back, guys. I left everything on the desk. I'm like, everything is... The amazing thing about my payroll screen, my payroll screen, it won't shut down. It won't do anything. It stays exactly where I left it. So I can come do this and then go back and just jump right back in. Okay, so we're going to roll this half a cup out because we need to cover that form. Hanky boy snoring. Guys, and as soon as I came and I started setting up the cameras, he sure did come over here and park his butt. I said, move it, bud. Move it, bud. Hi, Ann. Did I say good morning today? I think I did. Good morning. Guys, they were so good. They traveled so well, but they didn't really eat. They had travel tummy. They didn't eat a whole lot. But guys, when we got home, oh my Lanta. Them babies were eating and eating and eating, making up for meals. Like, they were hungry. They were hungry. They didn't want to eat. They basically were surviving on nothing but dry treats. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to cover up. I'm not worried about the bottom at all, right? We're going to start covering our form here. Start covering. And remembering that the bottom, you can actually do this ahead of time, guys. Get your forms covered up, ready? And if you want to let them dry a little bit, you can do that, right? And then go back and cover them up. Okay, so now I'm just covering up my base here. Okay, we still had all this left over. Let's put this back. Hi, Holly. Good morning. Good morning, my friends. Okay, so we're covering up our girl here, right? Our girl's body. I'm just doing this here to kind of like roll out that seam in the back or any imperfections that I have, right? She's going to sit on top of a macaron, so I'm not worried about that at all. I normally do like to cover that up, though, because stuff like that will bother me. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab another little smidge and cover that up, just because it will mentally bother me. Just real quick. I don't know why, but it's just like this. What do you call that? Anal retentive? Like, I'm just anal retentive sometimes about things. I know I was majorly anal retentive when my kids were growing up. Like, ugh. But as I'm older, I'm kind of aging out of it. Hi, Brenda Hawkins Gribb. Hello. Next time, talk with your vet about Serena before they get in the car. Does that help them eat? They didn't really want to eat, Lauren. They survived on their dry treats. Like, they wanted nothing. Like, they were homesick. I think they were homesick too, because Hank was very, like, he was aged. He had wrinkles. Hi, Becky. He was, like, looking like a very tired man. He was, like, let me tell you, the way over, they panted for a few hours, right? Their anxiety. Way back, no panting at all. They were like, we're going home. We're excited. We're happy. They were so great. Like, they were, you know, except for the panting on the way. I mean, it pretty much was an amazing, amazing trip. There was no potty accidents. They would go potty. They did their thing. Nobody tried to run away, act crazy. So it was a good one. Thank you, God. Okay. So now you see we covered up the form, right? And I'm just kind of working out those all the little seams, just being gentle, just kind of slowly rolling it on the table, right? And it takes away all the seams. It just makes it nice and smooth and pretty. Okay. So just like that. Boom, boom, pow. There's her body. Okay, so now we're going to work on her head. So her face, we're going to have to completely finish, and I think I might end it there and then head back to work, and then I'll finish the rest, because the face takes a little bit, right? Because we got to do the buildup and all those things. Okay, so let's just go ahead and use some of this cream. I'm going to use some of the cream because it's right here for buildup. I'm going to take 2 tablespoons for cheeks. Maybe, let's do 3. Why not? Let's do 3 tablespoons for cheek buildup. Okay, 3 tablespoons. Yours either, Carol? I actually gave them a Benadryl. I gave them a Benadryl before we left, right? And it was almost like it had reversed. It took 5 hours for the Benadryl to kick in. 5 hours. What I mean, like, okay, it's like, it's the it's a 7-hour drive, right? 7 with doggies, 8. So it's like a whole day of work driving. And 5 hours in, they finally were like little zombies, right? Like out, like just, Hank was just, Daisy was asleep. Hank was just standing there like this, like he wouldn't give in. But the way back, I didn't have to give them anything. They were like ready. They were so excited to leave. Like they loved it at my daughter's house. They had full freedom. No potty accidents over there either. They behaved so well. We didn't even have a kennel. I didn't even take a kennel. They did so good. But it was just the panting that, you know, that can make you kind of like want to lose your mind when you're driving and someone's, yeah, it could make you like want to go cuckoo and just rear off the road. I'm just saying. Just saying. Okay, so we're going to add a little tacky glue here at the base of the face, right? Because we want to build up for cheekies. So we're just going to roll this out a little bit, not too much, right? Just about, let's see, actually about 3 inches, right, log? Hi, Tammy. Good morning. Okay, so now, how are you, my beautiful friend? Okay, so we're just going to start doing this, right? Just like that. And I know there's so many different ways and techniques to building up cheeks. I've just been doing this one the same way forever, and it kind of works really good for me. So I like cheeks of layering cheeks of all types, like underneath and outside, because you can even layer on top. My hand's wet, and you can't really touch clay when your hand's wet because you'll make a sticky mess. Okay, so just kind of, you know, taking some of that, the lift on the edges and just kind of smoothing those down, just so that when you layer your top layer of clay, you don't kind of see too much of that separation right there, right? Just kind of bringing it into the styrofoam a little bit, right around the outer perimeter of the clay, right? You don't need to worry too much about the bottom, but just kind of the top, right? You guys can kind of see that I did that there, right? And you can already see from the profile, we got some chic chics here, right? We got some chic chics. Okay, so let's put this here. And now let's get our face covered. And we're going to be using the magnificent cookie dough that had been MIA, guys, but it's already selling out so fast. It's selling out so fast already. I'm like, no. The cookie dough is just, it's flying. I have more coming, but I'm like, everybody was waiting on the dough. Everybody was waiting on the dough. I had Lucy Tang come last night and she was like, I need my stuff. She comes to my door. She's like, she needs her supplies. She's like stocked up. I'm like, she wasn't messing around. She's like, I need my cookie dough. So we're doing 1/2 cup. Get them trazodone. It helps your puppy too. Hi, Jennifer. Yes, I'm so glad I'm back. We're so glad we're back. I'm so glad I'm back in this craft room, my friends. I'm ready to get it on. Let's get it on, guys. We got crafting to do. We have things to make, right? We have decorating to do. We just need to get those creative juices out. Okay, so this is 1/2 cup of cookie dough. And I'm using my table here to roll out the imperfections, right? Just before we start to roll this out a little bit and then cover our form. Her face will go really quickly here. And let me move my gal over there because she's a little bit in the way here. Okay. She look cute. She's so cute. Hi, Debbie. Can we still... Yes, free shipping over 50, my friends. I have kept it. It's... So far, so good, my friends. It is on. Remember, don't forget to put in the code SHOP50 so that you can order your product. But even though, my friends, don't fret. If, you know, it happens to many. If you forget to do it, just send me a message and I will go in there and adjust it and refund you your shipping. That is not a problem at all. Okay? But do not forget, guys, SHOP50, okay? And that's on everything in the shop. Everything. Okay, so let's just roll out our cookie dough here. That's everything in the shop. Okay, so we rolled that out. And now we're going to cover our pals, our girlie's face here. Okay, we're just going to add a little tacky glue just for extra security, just around the styrofoam part. We don't have to worry about the clay part. Okay, so here's the deal. When I'm going to do this, you know what? I think I'm going to need to give myself a little bit of more roll out here. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to start like this, just so that her entire face can just come up so smooth, right? And then just start bringing it down. You know, you start using that gentle, like, you start pulling it down gently with the outer part of your hands here, right? You guys can already see, right? Like her face is covering so beautifully. Did I do anything? Yes, I went to Dallas. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Tanya. Yes, we went to Dallas and we just did fun things, guys. It was so much fun up there. I've never seen anything like it, guys. That the amount of trick-or-treaters that went through. I mean, we had a Halloween party, but guys, my daughter's subdivision just gets, I mean, bombarded because they put this thing out on they have like the neighborhood chats, right? So this thing gets put out on the neighborhood chats. You guys can see I'm just bringing that in. And everyone knows that this neighborhood is basically everyone's out there celebrating Halloween, doing the thing. We had to give like one candy because there was thousands of kids. And I told my daughter, I have issues with this. I don't give out one candy. I feel stingy. I mean, I'm just like, she goes, Mom, but we have to. We're not going to have enough. Like, everybody was giving out one candy, and these poor little kids are walking around with these buckets, like, just barely the bottom's full. I don't care when my daughter wasn't looking, and if she sees this, I'm sorry, but I was cheating, and I was giving them, like, 3 or 4 each. Okay? No. They left me there by myself while they all went trick-or-treating, and it was like, I was, like, within 15, not even 10 minutes, I was already 5 buckets in. Like, I couldn't keep up. I kept running in and having to refill. And finally, I just brought the big box with me outside and just kept it there. And it was just fun insanity. Like, I can't even explain it, guys. It was just a blast. And then we went out to go eat pizza, wings, and y'all know my favorite beverage, adult beverage, beer with olives. We had just a fabulous time. We played Taboo. We played board games. We made TikToks. We just had an absolute blast. Absolute blast. And we ate like wild banshees. On the way and on the way back. So I'm on a cleanse right now. Okay, so we have our little face getting covered here, right? And you can see, right, we have the buildup there. You're going to see all this, but this is where we use our table and we just gently do rolls, right? You gently do rolls on here and just start working out all of those lines in the clay. You're not going to be able to get out every single one, but if you're really good and you concentrate and focus on it, you can pretty much get them all out, right? Just be gentle. Don't smush. Just give it a nice gentle roll. Wherever you see that line, like right here I have one, I'll just bring that down on the table here and just kind of wind it around like that, and it gets rid of it. It's gone. Then I'll have another one there, and I'll just kind of wind that down, wind it around, and then get rid of the other one. I kind of like to focus on getting my lines out first, and then I'll go back and reshape my face completely to the way I want it. And what you'll need to do also from doing all that winding down, you're going to start having to press up and bring her cheeks back up. We had a big basket full of candy and another basket with toys. Guys, that's because I took so much stuff. I took popcorn balls. I took pretzel bags. I took Kool-Aid, like the little sippy coolers. I took so much candy and things, and my daughter had hers, and yet it was still like not enough. It was not enough. The costumes were amazing. Like, people are so creative. So creative. We forgot Macy's costume. And she was kind of devastated. But my daughter quickly, we whipped it up. Macy was wearing my daughter's wedding veil and an old dress that she had bought for an event. And it was like, whipped it up. She was like a zombie bride. And she was so happy. And like, yeah, because we forgot her costume here and everything. With everything we had to do to get out of here. Okay, so here we have her cute little face. Okay, so now, there's a line there that's bothering my life. Okay, so let's get our face going. Because y'all know I'm just talking and we forget we have to go back to work. Okay, so I need a cookie cutter here so we can make a smile. Let's go ahead and use this one here. Okay, we're going to use this little egg-shaped one for a smile. Let's go ahead and get her smile in here. Right? I'm going to start it off with that. Just pressing into the clay really nicely. Right, and since I do have that cheeky cheek area, it goes in real nice, right? So we have that. Then we'll just take our little tool. Where's my little tool here? Come on, tool. With the sharp end. And we're just going to give her two little side, like we're going to extend her smile out a little bit, right? We'll extend the smile out a little bit. Just like that. Okay. So now we're going to give her, also, I'll put her little eyes first. Let's do her eyes and her nose. I actually do have some of the color. This is the red and the white that I mixed up last night. And basically it's going to be, of course, more white than red. So it'll be just a third of the red. And then, of course, the rest of, you're going to use a whole of white. Hi, Anna Yeli. Okay, so we're just going to take a small little smidge of the red for our nose. We don't want it to be too big. We're going to give her small eyes and small nose. Okay, so and this is just a pinch. We're just going to roll a ball and then kind of oblong shape it. Y'all know how to do all this, guys. We've made all of us have made a million trillion characters. But this is part of this little gal's face, right? So we'll just put her little nose there. Cute as a little button. Right? Cute, cute. Oh my goodness. Hanky Pank. Boppy, can you go snore somewhere else? Oh, he don't hear me. He's asleep. He's just knocked out. So again, we're going to also take just a little smidge of the black. How are you all, my friends? Okay, just a tiny little smidge. We're going to split that in half. And these are going to be our two little eyes. I'm sure she would look amazing with little acrylic eyes. But we just went ahead and went with the little blacks. And I kind of created like this little teardrop, right? Teardrop shape. Just kind of rolled that out in my hand. Created that little teardrop shape. Just real easy. Almost like watermelon seeds too, right? That's what it kind of reminds me of. And just pressing them down here on the table. Kind of like using my fingertips to take away the sharpness of the point on the top of the eye. Right? Just like that. Okay. Okay. So when I place her eyes, I'm going to kind of want to give them a little slant, right? Just a little slant. Okay. Okay, just a little slant. Should have put them a little more separated, but it's okay. They are here, and this is where they stay. Okay, for now, unless I tear them off later. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. Okay, because they're okay. Okay, so then now we're going to take just a little tiny smidge of white. Just a little bitty bit. And this is just for glimmer. Just a tiny, 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 tiny little bit. Super duper small. You can see, guys, that's nothing. But it makes a huge difference, guys, in eyes. And we're going to put it up to the top. Right? Just up to the top. Kind of mimicking the same shape of the eye. Okay. Okay. And you guys can already see, like, it just brings the little face Our little nose is wanting to slide because of the tacky glue, but we just put that right back in place. Okay, cute. So now what we can do also is take our little pointy tool here and just make some little indentations for like little eyebrows. Just give her a little character, right? You can even put some here on the sides of the little eyes and the little ends if you wanted to, but I'm just going to go ahead and leave her like that. Now let's get our blushy blush and give her some blushy cheeks. And this is the palette from Walmart that, you know, I absolutely love. I just kind of run down all of them. Always give myself a tap there just to kind of dust off my brush, right? Because then it'll be like blotchy when you're putting it on wet clay. But we're giving her some good cheeks. And then I just kind of dust her all over. Just give her a little color, right? Give her a little, she's cute. We're going to make her cute. Kind of just go into the lips a little, the smile there. Right, just for definition. And there's her little face. She'll be looking cute. Hey, girl, what you doing, girl? How you doing, girl? Thank you for the stars, Tammy. I appreciate you so much, friend. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate that. Okay, so now what we can do is we can go ahead and attach our gal, right? Because I'm going to do her headpiece, and then we're going to end it there because I got to get back to work, my friend, because I'm not, what's going to happen? I got to pay everybody. We got to get paid, guys. We need our dinero. Everybody needs their money, their dinerito. Okay, so we're just going to use a little skewer here, right? Just a little skewer. We're going to go ahead and poke this through all the way. All the way. Let's give it a bar right there. Okay. Let's go ahead and add a little tacky glow for extra security. Nothing crazy. All right. Let's get our gal's head in there. And just be quick and fast, right? Lift her cheeks back up. Because she's trying to act like me. Everything's sagging and bagging. Let's see. So we have her face and her body there, right? Shoom, boom, boom, pow. Okay, we need a headband, and this is what I have. I need to add a little bit more. I need to add a little more red and a little white. So let's make a little bit here while we're here, just so I can show you guys how I did that. So I think I can get away with a tablespoon of white, right? And then just a half a teaspoon of red, because I need it for my headband, and I need it for half a teaspoon of red, right? Hi, Cheryl. Good morning. Don't forget, that's right, we can't forget the pay, girl. We got to get everybody paid. My phone will blow up, guys. They will come hunting me down. Are you kidding me? When I was gone, they were blowing me up. They were blowing me up. I'm like, what? You never really can take a day off. I'm gonna tell you that right now. From the, you know, your Monday to Friday, your 8 to 5, because something's always needed. But hey, job security. We're grateful. So I use this mold here, right? And this one here, guys, this one was here from Walmart from the holiday season. Where they're going to be putting them out. So go look for those amazing, fantastic molds, because they put them out every year, where they have the pie crust. They set up a whole pie display, you know, make your own about all the different things. But these were in there. So my friends, go get these. We're going to be using this one here. That's kind of like a flower poinsettia one. So let's get that started really quick. We're going to make her headband. We'll get her head covered, and then I will take a pause. Okay, so I'm just kind of rolling this out kind of in log form, right? Because we're going to put it in our mold here real quick. We're doing the pinch and pull, putting it into the mold. Added some baby oil so that way it can release really nicely, right? Giving it a good press. That way we get all the impressions from the mold. It's a payroll world, Carol. You already know it, girl. We got to get this going. Yes. For sure, my friend. For sure. Okay. So we got that in there. Now you can remove it, guys. And it's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. I get chulo. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. So now let's get her headband on her. Guys, and you can do this in white to emulate icing. You know, instead of doing the swirl, you can do all these different cute fun things. So we're just going to go ahead and give her a little wrap, like right there. And you can put this whichever way you want, right? We're just going to go ahead and attach it in the back. This could be cute little halos, all different kinds of things, guys. Just imagine. Oh, she's just looking so cute and stylish. Hey, girl, what you doing, girl? Already, look at that. Okay, so now we're going to take some of our holly leaves, right, that we made. Here's our 2 that we made earlier today. Since they're fresh, we'll go ahead and start those at the back. Just because I want I want them to kind of lift up a little bit, right? So put that there. Those are sticking, and these are sticking to the fresh clay. So we're not having any problems at all with the holly leaves. Okay, this one might need some glue. We'll get her little bows and her little berries, and then it'll be a pause. We want to get her all fancy with her leaves, right? Oh, she's looking pretty. Okay. Get her fancy with her little leaves, looking cute. Okay, so again, my favorite mold, right? We're using the favorite mold. I need that color. Ay, 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 ay. This is all I have, and I need to make more. Hi, Ribbon Branch Tanya. Good morning. Yes, payroll world, my friend. Okay, so we're going to just go ahead and on the fly make some. We're not measuring, so don't look. But we need to make some more because I need it for her hair bow. But it's just basically more white, small amount of red, gives you this beautiful red, pinky red color. And I just want to be able, because I want, when I use the red on her, I want it to be able to stand out against this. Plus, I just love this color that, you know, this color is just gorgeous. It's almost like a salmon, right? Like a pinky salmon kind of color. I love it. Hi, Sand and Sun Crafting. Hello, good morning. How are you, my beautiful? So let's make some cute little bows. And it took 2. I did use 2 for that one just to kind of give it more volume because I need, you know, I need it to be full. So I don't know. I didn't add any oil to my molds here, so hopefully it works. Okay, it did. Pure pretty, 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 pretty. How are you doing, beautiful? Yes, thank you. I will have a great day at work, Carol. I'll be drinking my coffee, and I brought my healthy snacks. I'm drinking my coffee, and I brought my healthy snacks. So it's going to be an amazing day. I love work, guys. I know that sounds weird, my friends, but I do. It keeps me consistent, and it keeps me on a very tight schedule. I love being on a tight schedule, guys, because it just, I punish myself if I feel like, if I'm not doing like yesterday, for example, right? I'm there, I get home, and I have a million trillion things to do, as we all do. Our schedules are so full. But I punish myself. I'm just like I feel like I need to do so many things, but I've always been that way. But I like a good tight schedule to keep me on a consistent schedule. So I love work. And I know this, maybe it's because I love what I do. Maybe that's what it is. You know, but it brings me joy to be an HR office manager like I do. Like I love it. So here's our 2 little bows, right? We went ahead and added them together because we wanted to give it. And I put them the wrong way. Ay, Dios mío. Because we're talking and talking. Oh, here, mira. Turn, chica. Turn your bow. You're crooked. That's chueca. Okay. So we have our little bow like that, right? Ah, she's cute. Now we can add our little berries all around where I yanked it apart right now. we're going to cover it up with berries. Just really cute and fun. So we'll do the 3 different sizes. We'll do the larger berry, the smaller berry, the medium berry, and then the smaller. And just tuck them in all the way around. And I live on alarms. I have alarms. Those are my alarm. I have my alarms for my groups, right? Like every hour for every girl. So from the morning till the end of the day, I have an alarm for each one of the girls, because sometimes I get so wrapped up, so busy at work that sometimes I just like forget. Like I'll have moments where I'll forget what day it is or what's going on. So I have alarms set for every single girl, so that way, for every creator, so that way I can remember to share them into the group pages. I have alarms for everything, my friends. Are you all like that? Do you have that going on in your life? Like alarms galore? I have a Macy alarm. I have a Motivate My Son alarm. It's crazy. It's an alarm kind of world. You guys can see right now she's coming out. She's so pretty. You see, and I feel like I have a gap there, right? Like I feel like I'm gapping, like I have a gap right there. So what I'll do is I'll just take one of my leaves, just cut it in, just split it in half, and then just kind of start sticking them in where I feel like if I have a gap. Like no foul, no harm, right? You just fix it with another little leaf. No harm, no foul, right? Because the more the merrier, because she's just got to be cute. She has to be super cute. Okay, just like that. So we're going to wrap up her little berries, and then I will finish her off tonight. I didn't actually start the peppermint macaron, but we'll do that one on the live tonight. So if you have a chance, come by and hang out with me. I definitely love seeing you all. I'm so happy you all are here with me. And hopefully this inspires you, my friend. Maybe want to make this cutie. If you do, post her in the pages. I love to see them. It makes me very happy when you guys are inspired by anything out here that you see and you want to create. I love seeing when you guys do them in different colors and different things like that, because you just, you know, it just goes to show how far you can take these crafts. Okay, and 2 little small pieces. And the balls look big right now, but there's going to be some shrinkage, because once everything starts drying, it kind of starts shrinking a little and everything gets a little bit smaller, because, you know, I see her from last night and you can see where it's shrunk. Okay. So there's our gal, right? She's looking cute. Ay, que chula. Right. Let's get her little hair bow in there. I feel like I smushed her bow down too much. Okay. I'm going to stick a little berry right there where I had that little mess up. The only thing about when you do use pieces of clay that are dry, like from last night, you definitely do have to add more glue, because then you will have separations like that, right? You'll have that separation where they don't attach because it's drying. So you'll have to add like glue in here. I normally really don't prepare a whole lot. I kind of just go straight into it, just because I like the way things stick to each other when it's super fresh. But we have, you know, these leaves would take me a whole hour just to do, so we had to use TV magic and make the leaves ahead of time. Okay, isn't it cute? She got berries and bows and everything, looking cute. This is Holly Berry Girl, okay? This is Holly Berry Gingy. So if you guys want to come back tonight, we will finish her up and she will be like, look like this, right? This is Holly Berry Gingy. And she be Holly Berrying out here. This is Holly Berry, guys, okay? So, you know, Holly Berry has to come out here and strut her stuff and, you know, be all that. So she will be holding her cute little wreath like this, sitting on a peppermint macaron. And you don't even need her to sit on a peppermint macaron. You can put her in an arrangement. You can do so many different things. You can put her on a cake top or do whatever you like with her. She's super fun and very versatile, and you can do so much with her. Okay? Well, we will be back later on this evening. Cross fingers, God willing. I hope to see you all really soon. I'm so grateful you all hopped on. I'm so glad you all hopped on with me today. I love you all, and I'll see you hopefully this evening. I hope you have a beautiful, amazing day. Bye.